Hey guys, Motopilot here, and welcome to my first edition of the CycleNews Report. If you guys want to see the full stories about what I'm talking about here and check out the whole thing, there'll be a link in the description of this video. And basically what we do is we talk about what's new with motorcycles, some racing news, various news from the motorcycle industry. Let's get to it. Alright, let's start with the Geneva Supercross over in Geneva, Switzerland. It was basically a two-night event, Friday and Saturday. Marvin Musquin, once again, man, this guy's on a roll. He just won the Red Bull Straight Rhythm event, and he took both nights, both Friday and Saturday. Second place, both nights, was Jason Lawrence on his Husqvarna, and third place was Justin Brayton on his Honda. Each rider took first, second, and third for both nights. What they did was they had an exhibition race too between Justin Hill on an electric motorcycle up against Ricky Carmichael on his 450 four-stroke. I don't know about you guys, but I am not a fan of electric motorcycles, and I don't want to get all into that, but I just think they're weird, especially dirt bikes. Keep in mind, Justin Hill's bike is equivalent to a 250 four-stroke. Now this bike that Hill's riding is called the Alta Redshift. I'd never heard of them until I came across this article. Yeah, it's a new brand. I don't know how new it is, but it's a brand creating electric motorcycles. I think they have just the one displacement, 40 horsepower. I think, dude, man, really? I think the bike looks like a cheap toy. Not a fan at all. They sure as heck could have done something better with the graphics. I mean, my God, the thing looks so plain. Yeah, and this bike, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but like I said, it's about a 250cc machine, and it retails for like $15,000. I mean, that's a regular 250, like a Honda 250 four-stroke. You can get one of those for like $8,000. So it's dang near double the price of a Honda 250 four-stroke. Hey, but I'll tell you what, the good thing about electric bikes is no oil changes, no cleaning your filter, no rebuilding top ends when the bike wears out or blows up. But I'm still not a fan of electric bikes. Let's talk about some of the new 2018 Kawasaki street bikes coming out. Kawasaki has now stepped up to the 400cc class. The bike's got a whole new chassis, and it's actually lighter than their 250R when they had that out. You're looking at a retail cost of around $4,999, so just under $5,000. And they also have a KRT model for about $54.99. It looks like a sweet bike, man. They're doing a really good job with these lower CC bikes. I mean, if one pulled up next to me, I wouldn't even know it's that small of a bike. Then Kawasaki is also releasing their ZX-10R SE. And basically it's the same as the ZX-10R with electronic suspension added. It also comes with forged wheels to save weight, and you get quick shifter up and down, which is a great feature. My Aprilia has quick shifter for upshifting, but now downshifting, so I don't really know what that feels like. Heard nothing but good things about it though. And you're looking at $21,899 for that bike. I mean, these sport bikes just keep getting more and more expensive. Ooh. Well, ABS kicking on all those little granules. Now, this next Kawasaki I have really mixed emotions about. A sport touring version of their H2, you know, the supercharged bike. Now they did a conversion to it, and you can get it as a touring model and put saddlebags on it and a passenger on the back. They did some modifications to the H2. They detuned the engine, like they beefed up the chassis. They made it more of an upright configuration for comfort and added a set of bags to it. I don't know about you guys, but if Aprilia took my my RSV4 and made a touring version out of it, I'd be like, I'd feel like they just kind of spoiled it, you know? My feeling is the touring guys are going to love it, and the H2 owners are probably going to hate it. It comes in two versions. The lower price version comes in all black, and then a higher dollar version comes in an all green. I mean, it looks great, don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of strange to me. For the SX, which is the lower price model, you're looking at about $19,000, and for the SE with some upgrades, $22,000. Hey guys, sorry if it's windy in the microphone today. It is like super windy today. On the MotoGP side, Valentino Rossi, so sad about this news. He might retire after his 2018 season. But he says he's not going to make a decision until mid-year. I guess see how it's going, see how he feels. I can't imagine how much work it is to maintain and be a factory rider, how many laps they need to burn with racing and testing, staying healthy. I mean, the guy's just had an amazing career. And if he leaves MotoGP, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a huge effect. I know for me, I mean, the guy's the most charismatic rider out there. It's not even about skill. He's just such a cool guy, you know. I actually even read his book, man. It's a good read if you get a chance. But what he's saying is, even after he retires racing on two wheels, he's going to take up four-wheel racing, probably rally cars. And then he wants to do the 24 hours of Le Mans. So yeah, he'll be around for a long time, but if he's not on the GP circuit, man, it's just gonna blow. KTM is announcing their 2018 450 SXF. Basically F standing for the factory edition of their 450. Basically what they did was they give it a whole new engine that's smaller, lighter. The funny thing is they don't talk about additional power, which I would want with a factory edition, but maybe the fact that they're not talking about it means it's got no additional power, right? Yeah, it's also got like a new shorter exhaust. It's also got new bodywork, new suspension settings. Who cares? Everybody gets their suspension set to their needs anyways. It's got a new triple clamp. Pretty cool features is it's got you know, cosmetically, it's got an orange rear sprocket and orange triple clamps. I love colored anodizing on a bike. It's also got DID rims, Hinson clutch cover. Now, the price on this bike hasn't been announced yet, so we will have to wait and see. And the main story of this edition is the Vyrus 986 M2 Strada. It's essentially called a hub center bike. It's got a swing arm in the front, a swing arm in the back, front shock, a rear shock. What are you doing, lady? She crying or something? Basically, back in 2011, this bike was being raced on the Moto2 circuit, and the guys that developed it said they wanted to make a homologated version, which means available to the public. And the bike never really did all that great on the racing scene, but apparently the bike handles pretty good on the track. All the bikes this company's developed in the past has always used a Ducati V-twin motor. What they did for this bike here, the Vyrus, is they put in an inline Honda 600 motor, which to me isn't very exotic. It's not going to sound great. It's just, you know, it's a Honda 600. Oh, you want to race? Oh, you got it. She's got a mask on. Check it out. Yeah, so basically it's only got the horsepower of a Honda 600. It's got the gauges straight out of a Honda 600, so that's not very exotic. I honestly am not like super impressed with the looks of the bike. You know, it does have YSS suspension. It's got Brembo brakes, which you'd expect with a bike that's this expensive and exotic. The weird thing is it only comes with Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tires, which is a step down from the Pirelli Supercrosses, which the Aprilia comes with. I mean, if you're buying a bike for this much money, you want the best tires on it, wouldn't you think? So apparently they've sold 28 bikes. They have 6 more units on deposit. They're only making 50 bikes a year, which I guess attests to the high price tag. And speaking of price, you're looking at $44,954. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm paying 44 grand plus for a bike, it better be one of the most badass, fastest, best handling bikes on the road. But you know, the kind of people that'll buy this bike will be people with a lot of money to burn, that want a bike that looks super unique, so when they go anywhere on their bike, everybody there can even look, dude. Wow, man, you're not the only guy out here. So yeah, anytime they go anywhere and park, everybody's gonna crowd around them and be, you know, curious about the bike. If I had 44 grand laying around burning a hole in my pocket, this is probably one of the last bikes I'd buy, but that's just me. Anyways, guys, that does it for this edition of this Cycle News Report. Check back again next Thursday. They'll be putting these out every Thursday of every week. And I'd love to hear you guys' comments about it. Make sure you give it a like, and I hope you subscribe. I'll see you next time.